Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the show where... Oh, sorry, I have to get this. Hello? No, this isn't a very good time. I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of something, and also, I'll be honest, this isn't even a real phone. I mean, you've called me on a banana. I can't even hear what you're saying. I'm having to imagine the whole conversation in my head. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here. No, sorry, I'm going to have to ring off. It isn't working and it's gone on much too long. Oh, really? Well, now you're just being rude. Goodbye. Sorry, wrong number. But there's nothing wrong with the two teams joining me tonight because they are semi-finalists, and they are on my right. Evan Lynch, a PhD student who was taught to make guacamole by a 90-year-old man named the Guacamole Wizard. George Charlson, an economist who was saved by an oddly shaped sheep when he got lost in the Cotswolds. And their captain, Francis Clark Murray, a trainee teacher who can list all the trains from Thomas the Tank Engine in numerical order. United by a passion for putting, they are the golfers. Now, Francis, in your last game, I think you guessed pigeon as the most common garden bird. Are you quite urban people? Do you all come from cities?
I come from London, but my teammates are both in much smaller towns in the vicinity.
And what's your favourite thing about the countryside?
Golf.
Excellent. Well, speaking of playing games, you'll be doing that this evening against your fellow semi-finalists on my left. Claire Hayward, an author who used to work as a receptionist and animal herder at a city farm. Isabella Morris, an English literature graduate and keen chess player who's never won a game. And their captain, Emily Wolfenden, a computer programmer who is educated in a disused fire station. United by a passion for pets, they are the animal lovers. Emily, I was impressed in your last game that your team got the backup bands, the attractions, the shadows, the pacemakers and the crickets. Yeah. I would have thought you'd be too young for any of them. How did you get that one?
Well, Isabella's actually the youngest and she was the one that knew them.
It was actually your birthday when you played the last game. Is it the worst birthday you've had so far being here?
No. Actually, no, it's not, because I have had tonsillitis on my birthday before.
OK, well, that's nice to know. You won the toss, animal lovers. You will be going first, so please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Can we have the lion, please?
Yes, you can. What is the connection between these lion clues? Here's the first.
It happens in Spain with rain.
The rain on the plane.
Next, please.
Evil
in ancient Rome.
I have no idea what that
Oh, hang on. Evil. No, E's not a Roman.
No, it's not, no.
OK, next, please. A lawyer. Oh, does it mean something like... Next, please.
Red yellow in the UK.
Oh, are they words named after people or oranges?
Yeah, go for it.
Named after people. So Orange was named after William of Orange.
That's not it, I'm afraid. Golfers, do you know?
Do they all share their names with sort of vegetables or fruits?
They're probably all fruit, but some people might call them vegetables, so I'll accept it. What are we looking at?
I don't know what the first two are, but a lawyer in French is an avocat.
Avocat, exactly. And that means avocado and also lawyer. In Spanish, you would say pasa, for it happens, and that also means raisin. Evil in ancient Rome. Latin, of course, it would be malum, that means evil, and also apple. And red yellow in the UK, of course, the colour, that's what we used to call the orange fruit before the colour orange was called orange, which it was called after the fruit. I hope that's clarified things. What would you like for your own question?
Can we have twisted facts, please?
Yes, you can. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
It's not how long he was Prime Minister for.
No, it might be Chancellor for that. Or
Next, please.
time.
It's time they served in the cabinet before they became Prime Minister, right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is it time they served in the cabinet before becoming Prime Minister?
I'm afraid it is not. So I'm going to show all 4 clues to the animal lovers. Possible bonus chance for you.
Days before they broke a promise.
You think Edward Heath went 27 years before breaking any promises? I don't think there's a politician alive who's done that. You picked the wrong side. It is the time they spent as a Member of Parliament after being Prime Minister. So James Callaghan stayed on for 8 years. Tony Blair quit as an MP and Prime Minister on the same day. David Cameron gifted the country another couple of months, and Edward Heath, 4 years Prime Minister and 27 years a Member of Parliament after that, which I think is rather honourable. Animal lovers, what would you like?
Can we have the horned viper, please?
Yes, you can. What do these clues have in common? Here's the first.
Dash, dash. Next, please. Cuttlefish. Oh, is this the pattern of their scale? Or not scale?
Scales.
I'll go for another. Next, please. Oh, is it the shape of the irises? Yeah, the horse's eye. It's the shape of the pupils in the eyes of these animals.
It is the shape of the pupils. What do you think we would have had for clue 4?
Ooh,
Sheep, maybe?
a goat
Or a
has
goat.
them the other way.
Or a
They have
cat
rectangular
with the little...
We went with cat because cat's eyes we think are the ones people think about a lot.
more famous.
It is the shape of their pupils. Well done. Golfers, what would you like?
Can we have the water, please?
Water. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
The man.
Who is that?
In a hat.
Like the country singer.
Some kind of musician. Next, please.
That is a
Jumper.
It's like a cable. That might be a cardigan.
Can we have next, please?
You pluralise their name, you get bands, maybe.
Ooh.
Lifeguards, beaches.
No, it looks like a still from a film or something.
Okay.
I can't picture
We need
it.
the last one, don't we?
Next, please.
It's Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Swift is a programming language, but that doesn't make
That's
sense.
not useful.
There may be jobs. Jobs. Homophones of jobs. I think that's what they've got nothing.
Do they all share their names with, like, types of job?
They do not. Animal lovers, would you like to have a go?
Up to you.
Leaders of the Liberal Democrats.
No, it's not leaders of the Liberal Democrats. Which clue are you thinking of particularly?
The second one is a cabled jumper, so we thought that might be Vince Cable.
That's a brilliant idea for a question. We mean it to be a cardigan. And who's that at clue 4?
Taylor Swift.
And what's she doing?
She's pointing at herself.
Pointing at herself to indicate me. So we've got cardigan and me. First one is the country singer Tim McGraw.
Oh.
Third one is the film Love
No,
Story.
Taylor Swift songs.
They're Taylor Swift songs. They are Taylor Swift songs. No Taylor Swift fans in?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what those are. What would you like, animal lovers, for your own question?
Can we have 2 reads, please?
Yes, you can. It's a music question. What do these musical clues have in common? Here's the first.
Well, in the meadow we can build a
Okay, so
snowman
that's sung by...
and pretend that he is positive. He'll say,
Next,
"I'm
please.
married."
I don't know what that is. Next, please. Next, please.
Oh, this is Alice, so we're living next door to Alice.
Okay.
So the previous one could have been Florence and the Machine.
Have they all got the girls' names?
Yeah.
I don't know, possibly.
Girls' names.
No, I know.
Not it, I'm afraid. You may have realised too late, but golfers, you've got the chance for bonus point.
You're connected by Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland. And I must say, I often say I wish there was an album of the Only Collect Music Clues. Those 4 songs, and I mean, are bang in the target of the kind of thing I love. I love all those songs. What did we hear?
We heard Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Is it?
Winter Wonderland, Dean Martin, yeah, exactly so.
White Rabbit.
By Jefferson Airplane.
Jefferson Airplane.
Jefferson
yeah.
Airplane, I mean, well done for knowing that.
And 2 other songs that were also
I
about...
can't remember what it's called, but Alice.
Living Next
something-
Door to Alice, that's
yeah,
Smokey.
yeah.
And the second one? Do you know that one? Queen of Hearts. Dave Edmunds from Cardiff, of course, like all the best people. Blaming the Queen of Hearts. I haven't yet released my own cover version of that. I love all those songs. Alice in Wonderland is the link. Well done. And you also get the last question of the round. Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't
Next,
know.
please.
Which one's that?
No, it's...
Great, we've got nothing so far.
Is it
Oh,
the
is that the
walking with
one
a big stick in
Oh,
section?
is that the one where you got shot in?
Maybe, but let's
Let's go for another
definitely
one.
do another
Next,
one,
please.
please.
They've stopped bollocks, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think go with that. Go for it, I think. Yeah.
Their shootings related to these particular things. A copy of them stopped the bullet.
Very well done. That's exactly right. You didn't need to see the last clue. Let's bring that up. Tell me what you know about these stories.
I don't know anything about 3 of the 4 clues, but Theodore Roosevelt was campaigning when he was given that speech. A man shot him. The bullet didn't kill him, and then he famously said it will take more than that to kill a bull moose, and that became the name of his party later in his career.
That's exactly right. And because the speech was so enormous, it was in his breast pocket, it was such an enormous, great, thick speech that it stopped the bullet, and that he delivered the speech anyway, disappointingly, I imagine, from the audience. When you hear that a speech was so long that it stopped a bullet, you might just think, well, I'm glad he's all right, and perhaps we can all go home. The first one, that was a French legionnaire in the First World War, and it was Kipling's novel, Stop the Bullet there. Kemal Ataturk's watch, I think that was actually shrapnel rather than a bullet as such. He was later president of Turkey, but during the First World War, he could have died in the war, but his watch deflected the shrapnel. And the last one, who is that person? Scotty from Star Trek, and he was hit by a bullet on D-Day. Normally, I would have imagined that to be the giveaway clue for everyone that comes here, but no. That means at the end of round 1, the animal lovers have 2 points, the golfers have 4. Sequence is time now, and animal lovers will be going first. What would you like?
Can we have the lion, please?
Yes, you can. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That's capital of Timor-Leste.
OK, next,
Nice.
please.
That's the capital of Montenegro.
Oh, so are these new countries that have come in, and then it'll be South?
I don't
Are these small
go
countries?
for another one. Go for
Next,
another
please. Oh, great. Serbia. What can I say?
Serbia.
Serbia, Montenegro.
Timor-Leste, Montenegro, Serbia.
Don't know. Budapest or something. I don't know what this is.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
one guess. Just have to go for it.
Budapest.
Not it, I'm afraid. Golfers, do you know?
Is it Juba?
Yes, it is. And why?
Are these the capitals, the newest capitals of UN member states?
Exactly. So you impressively recognised the capital of Timor-Leste at the beginning, and that is the 4th newest independent country. And we're going forwards through which countries?
Podgorica is Montenegro. Belgrade is Serbia.
Yes, weirdly, Serbia and Montenegro was one country, and Montenegro sort of went independent, and Serbia was independent 2 days later. So somehow there was 2 days when the bit of it that's now Serbia wasn't really anything. And most recent?
Juba's South Sudan.
Exactly so. And what would you like for your own question?
Can we have the horned viper, please?
Yes, you can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Jodie Comer is actress in
so on.
Actually, Killing Eve.
next, please.
But yeah, we'll just try it. So he is the childish man.
Example, Childish Gambino.
But, like, that's not...
E.g.
Oh, it's EGOT, so who won an EGOT?
Whoopi Goldberg, didn't she win?
Marvin Hamlish won a PGOT, I think.
No,
but
what about Whoopi Goldberg?
Is that-
I'm almost certain.
I think Whoopi Goldberg has an EGOT.
I'm almost certain.
Are you sure?
I'm 100 almost 90%.
Whoopi Goldberg, EGOT.
Is exactly the answer we've got ourselves. Very well done. I heard you debating Marvin Hamlish, also an acceptable answer. There's quite a few of them. What's happening here?
So this is the awards in Hollywood known as an EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar and Tony, and people who've won them all.
Exactly so. And we're going upwards from Jodie Comer's got an Emmy, Donald Glover's got an Emmy and a Grammy, and so on. We wanted to hear someone's got all 4. Whoopi Goldberg is an example. Well done. Animal lovers, what would you like?
Can we have the twisted flax, please?
Yes, you can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
That was published in 48, I think, because it was like reversed.
Next, please.
Was that like?
I think.
I think
Because that could be 38, 48, but I don't understand the. It wouldn't be
38,
58
48,
though. There
58,
wouldn't have.
68. What happened in 1968?
There wouldn't have been.
But could we just say something that happened in 1968? Would that not get us, if that is right?
Yeah, what happened in 1968?
But like we could just
Was,
say
was that
thing
the
that
Czech Revolution?
I don't know, but we could say as long as we said we can describe something.
Oh, the time's run out, I'm afraid. Golfers, do you want to have a go?
9:1981 calendars in stock.
I mean, OK, that might be true of all manner of things, but I will accept it if you tell me why.
So the first number, if you square it and then put a 19 in front of it, that's things that happened in those years.
That's right. It's a maths question. In the 20th century, 6 squared, 36, 1936. What happened then? Edward VIII abdicated. an odd one at Clue 2, because people think of 1984 as being written in 1948, but of course it was published 1949, 49 7 squared, going upwards. I wanted to hear what happened when 9 squared, something happened in 1981. Charles and Diana's wedding, that's a famous one. But I suppose the calendars would have been in stock. I mean, they would have been in stock the year before, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
and probably the year after. I mean, if it was something that nobody wanted, like kind of weird cat calendar, where one of the cats looks spooky, would be then as well. But having explained your reasoning, you get the point. What would you like next?
Can we have the 2 reads, please?
Yes, you can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Tuvalu. Yeah, it's probably not going to be
It's
2. I
not
was
gonna be
thinking
2.
that, but yeah,
next, please.
we have.
Oh, it's keys adjacent. It's
Yeah, it's something like
something
that.
like that.
It's like it's D. It's down. Does it go down?
Next, please.
It's 9s. Yeah.
Oh, it's text speak.
It's
Was it 8?
most pressed keys or something.
No, so 8, 3,
It's a mobile keypad, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's next?
2 ABC.
No, I mean it could be, but why is it twice?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, you're spelling something by
yeah.
pressing this.
So, 9 WXYZ done 3 times.
Not a sequence, I'm afraid. Animal lovers, you get the chance for bonus now.
For GHI. Twice.
Not it, I'm afraid. When in doubt, always go for clue 1 again.
It's 8 TUV.
The answer is 8
Because you're spelling
TUV. We are writing the word text on an old phone, or a new phone if you're somebody that hasn't moved into the smartphone age. Back in the days when you had to press a certain number several times to spell something out, that is how you would write text. You'd press the 8 once, because T's the first letter, the 3 twice to get the E, the 9 twice to get the X, and then I want to hear how you make a T, which is clue 1 again. What would you like, animal lovers, for your next question?
Can we have the water, please?
Yes, you can. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Electromagnetism. Next, please. Electroweak theory. Next, please.
Is this
Unified theory. Is
like
this
Nobel Prizes?
like
or...
theory of everything, or is that the grand unified theory? Is the theory of everything? It could be, or it could be like string theory or something. I don't know.
If it's...
I think string theory is not a bad guess if we really don't know, because
Well, you've got time to think. Do you think
Yeah.
it's Nobel Prizes or something? Are you
I
thinking
don't
something
know.
different?
I really don't know.
Because Einstein was photoelectric effect, but I don't know if that's helpful.
The photoelectric effect.
Not it, I'm afraid. Golfers, I hope you know, because I certainly don't want to explain it.
Is it like theory of everything?
Theory of everything is exactly what it is, and why.
So these are the physical theories that explain the 4 fundamental forces: electromagnetism.
No, so you're adding 1 on each time.
Yeah.
It's unification of physics, and we want to get towards the theory of everything to give a complete explanation of the known universe. Very well done. And one question remains for you, the Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
That is. Okay.
Okay.
Next, please.
I think like question from this question or something. That looks like a Titian, maybe. But
What's their picture of?
Next,
then?
please.
this is all at the Milan. That's Renoir.
Oh.
So Renoir, Titian, maybe it's
what is-
alphabetical.
Is it people whose names start and end with the same letter?
Oh no, because it's Alice.
No, but it's a picture of it. It's
But
drawn
who's it?
by
It's the
someone.
ball at the Milan like that, but I don't know.
Well, who's that by? That's
A picture of Daphne.
Not it, I'm afraid. So bonus chance for you, animal lovers.
A picture of Judith slaying Holofernes.
Not it. Yes, it's Alice again, as in the earlier music question. But it's not about it being Alice. It's about, as I think you know, who drew the picture. Do you not know the artist? The great John Tenniel, who drew the original Alice pictures. Tenniel. Second picture is by Titian. Third one at the Moulin Rouge, Toulouse-Lautrec. So we're going T-E-T-I-T-O, and I want to hear a painting
Turner.
by somebody, for example, Turner. That's what we've gone with, the Fighting Temeraire, whose name begins T-U. That means, at the end of round 2, the animal lovers have 2 points, the golfers have 10. Who fancies a horrible semi-final connecting wall? Fancy it or not, golfers, it's coming your way. Would you like lion or water?
Can we have water, please?
Yes, you can. 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
So we've got lilies.
Yeah, we've got lilies.
Tom and Cole.
Fort, maybe.
Lily Allen's in that. Lily... Is Lily Loveless a person?
Keys.
Keys, yeah, I was thinking Alan Keys.
Yeah, Alan Key, Skeleton Key.
Tuning Key.
Where's Tuning? And Master Key?
Master Key.
Okay, so there's 5
There
keys.
might be another one in there.
Well, clearly there is.
Kenneth, maybe?
No, we've got lilies. Can we look for more lilies, please?
Well, Alan, James, Loveless, we should cycle all those.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Can we see
So you have
another
like
key?
dagger, stake, arrow, and mace are all things you can use as weapons. So
Yeah,
it's a
maybe
flail.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and get
We've got
the...
weapons, I think, yeah.
And then let's get the weapons and save the
What's
lilies
top
at the
line
end,
then?
and then work out the last
No,
one.
we've got the lilies.
Okay,
We need a
cool.
key.
Well, the skeleton key, there's arrow.
Yeah, we need another key.
Oh, arrow key is like... Yeah, that was one we were missing.
Okay, so...
Skeleton, master, tuning. Right. Okay, so we have Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, we've got lilies.
Oh, no,
hang
we
on,
don't have
we've
Lily
got
Tomlin,
lilies.
sorry.
We have done lilies. Stop talking about
So
lilies.
if we've got lilies, then
Stop
mace-
talking about
Dagger,
lilies.
mace,
We're not talking
dagger,
about
mace, stake,
lilies.
and flail. But we need to work out the final group. Is it a word thing?
Can you do the thing?
Isn't one lily and then one stake? Isn't that just weapons? What else
There's
do we
not
need?
lilies.
There's not lilies.
A stock seems like something.
Sounds like an anagram.
It could be an old medieval weapon as well.
Yeah, there'd be an anagram as well.
Leak,
Cost.
take.
Play around with Bronian letters, please. Okay, so
30 seconds.
could be S-stock, did you say?
Yeah.
You solved the wall. And how's team morale?
Great. Low.
What about the connections? Tell me about the first group starting coal.
They're all famous lilies.
They are all lilies. Lily Lovelace is an actor in Skins and other things. Lily James, an actor as well. And Lily Cole, the model. Lily Allen, the singer. What about the next group starting master?
These are types of key.
Those are all keys. Next group, dagger and so on.
These are weapons.
They are historical weapons. And the last group starting Tomlin.
Do they all have words hidden in them?
That's not it. They are all lilies. Not really. I'm just messing with your minds. They are anagrams of poets. Milton, Keats, Byron and Blake. But you solved the wall and found 3 connections, total of 7 points. Let's bring in the other team now, give them a wall and see how they get on. Animal lovers, I hope you'll be pleased to hear you've got the lion wall. Excellent. 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay, Saved by the Bell. You've got Hamilton is a musical.
Hamilton's like about a person. Shirley is also like Shirley Jackson
Jarvis
biopic.
is like a computer in Marvel, isn't it?
Okay,
So
yeah.
another like AI is
Oh,
like...
Tom could be Tom York, the Radiohead guy as well.
Yeah, Doris Day.
Like Flower and Leaf seem connected, but I'm not sure why.
Flower Bed. Oh no, Flower Bed.
Tanning Bed.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think any of the others work.
Burn is a song from Hamilton.
Yes. But none of the others are, I don't think.
No, I don't think any of the others are.
So you can set a clock. You can set with 2 T's as a Badger's house.
Got anything else that we can double there?
Shirley's a novel.
Yes.
Shirley's a novel. Are there any other novels?
Oh, I don't know. Bell jars, like Sylvia Plath bell jar.
Okay,
Any other jars?
Jars. Leaf jar, flower bed jar. You can have a bed pan, flower pot.
I think Tom's got to be Tom York. I can see it because no one else spells it like
so
that.
is there
Jarvis Cocker, I
Or like
suppose.
Tom as.
Jarvis, Shirley, Justine. We could do the names.
Yeah.
See if we can get anywhere with
Brett
that.
might be the leader of a band.
I'll leave out Justine. I'll leave out Jarvis. I'll leave out
Anything to do with
Tom.
like trigonometry with the tan?
Okay. There's Brett as well.
30
bed.
seconds.
Bed is a word that's spelt like it looks. Is there anything else that's like that? We've got lots of kind of 3-letter.
Swap his paws backwards. Tan is that. I can't
Tom
see
is
any
an
others.
anagram of moth, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
10 seconds.
Flea, there's flea, leaf.
Leaf.
And tan.
And
Oh, that's it. The time is up and the wall has frozen. What an absolute wall mare. But you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. What can you tell me about the first group?
scientists or inventors?
They are not. They are all famous Andys. Andy Flower, the cricketer, Andy Bell, musician, Andy Hamilton, of course, the comedian and writer, and Andy Day from children's TV. All Andys. And the next group, burn, set, bed, stroke.
could all have side after them?
No, they could all have sun before them. Sunburn, sunset, sunbed, sunstroke. And the next group, starting Brett.
First names of characters in Marvel Comics?
I'm afraid not. They are front people from bands, 90s bands. We've got Brett Anderson from Suede, Justine from Elastica, Jarvis Cocker, that's meant to be, and Shirley Manson of Garbage. And what about the last group, starting Swap?
We think these are all anagrams of insects, so wasp, moth, flea, ant.
That is what they are, the anagrams of insects that you just nearly got at the end, but the time ran out. So you get 1 point, which is a lot more than what most people would have got looking at that wall, so well done. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The animal lovers have 3 points, the golfers have 17. So, animal lovers, at the moment, you're looking in great shape for the best match of the series, the third place playoffs, but be careful, because with a good round 4, you might still make the final, so buzz with care. I can tell you that the first group of disguise clues are all famous people and what they collect. Golfers.
Tom Hanks and typewriters.
Yes, it is. Don't know this one. Apparently, Penelope Cruz and coat hangers. Golfers?
Angelina Jolie and knives.
Lovely. Golfers?
Cliff Richard and train sets.
It isn't, I'm afraid. Animal lovers, do you know?
Claudia Schiffer and insects.
She loves a swap and a leaf. Yes, it is. Next category, guest publications that have featured on Have I Got News For You? Golfers?
Poultry World.
Well done. I mean, how could anyone get this? Potato Storage International. Next clue. Animal lovers?
Modern ferret?
You're clearly subscribers. Golfers?
Teddy Bear Times.
Lovely. Next category, phrases with a repeated word removed. Golfers?
Knock. Who's there?
Well done. No time to give me that last one. Mirror on the wall. But looking at the final scores, in second place with 5 points, animal lovers, you are through to the third place playoffs. Very well done. Golfers, you've got 21. Unlucky, you're in the final. Very well done, all of you, for playing. Looking forward to seeing you later in the series. And thank you for watching. Before we go, I just want to make a quick apology to the continuity announcers. Over the years, I have occasionally said at this point that the programme that's coming up next is actually something that I've made up, often starring Michael Portillo. And I bet that's really annoying, and I just want to say I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the Naked Snooker. Good night.